From the gravel of the earth, you saw fit to give man birth. From your life you gave us life. Emmanuel, you loved us first. It's all for you. Hallelujah. It's all for you. Hallelujah. It's all for you. Hallelujah. It's all for you. Hi, everyone. My name is Tamar, and thank you so much for joining in and ringing in my 33rd birthday with me. Before we get started, can you do me a favor? I know, off top, off rip, I'm already asking you guys to participate, but please do me this solid. Can you drop down in the chat where you're tuning in from? I know we have people tuning in from California and Arizona, Miami, and even Orlando. So if you could just drop down where you're tuning in from so that I can see in real time where you're rocking out with me and where you're going to be vibing out with me on tonight. I'd really appreciate it. Man, so much to celebrate tonight and so many beautiful expressions of art that you'll be able to witness in just a few minutes. But before we even get to that point, I did want to shed some light on what this event means to me and what this year means to me. So, 33. What does it even mean? Why is this birthday different from any other birthday that I've ever celebrated? Well, this year, I do feel that it marks the beginning of new opportunities for me to impact and influence not only people around me, but people across the world. To not only make declarations, but to actually bring those things into manifestation, to be able to have dreams and visions and goals and be able to bring those things to fruition, like tonight. This event, y'all, this was a dream. It started off as an idea to be able to take a day that's generally regarded as a day where I'm showered with gifts, to be able to be a gift. And with your help tonight, I believe we'll be able to impact so many lives. You know, Jesus changed the world at the age of 33. So this year is my Jesus year. And tonight, your donations will be going to two organizations that are dear to my heart. Two organizations that focus on mental health awareness. The first is the Boris L. Henson Foundation, founded by Taraji P. Henson, and the second is the Loveland Foundation, founded by Rachel Cargill. We do have some clips for you to watch so that you'll be able to see what their mission is and how they're making an impact on the communities right now. Check it out.
The therapy fund was something that came out of me recognizing how grateful I was to have therapy sessions. And so one day I decided I wanted to raise funds to allow other Black women and girls to have the same experience that I was having. Over history, Black women and girls, one, haven't been supported, and two, when they do find the courage to possibly ask for help, they rarely do because there's a stigma around being vulnerable or being weak. And I'm hoping that the therapy fund completely shifts our understanding of what therapy is, that we begin to understand it as more of a maintenance of ourselves as opposed to a last resort rock bottom situation.
Therapy is so important because there are so many avenues to which we get told about our stories.
In seeking therapy, Black women and girls often have to jump over the hurdles of stigma, of access, but also just something as simple as knowing that you're going to walk into a room and see a therapist who looks like you and has experienced life in the way that you do and can really give you solid information and advice based on their true understanding of how you exist in the world.
As a Black woman, I know we're not always given the space to show our emotions, and so going to therapy has been the safest place for me to find access to healing and to just be.
In my sessions with clients, I really give them the space to explore whatever they want to explore. Now I'm recognizing people of color really taking onus of their stories and really making a conscious choice to say, no, my voice matters and I deserve the space to explore myself.
I'm Taraji P. Henson, and I'm an advocate for mental health. I'm working with BetterHelp to support my efforts with my foundation, the Boris Lawrence Henson Foundation, to eradicate the stigma around mental health in underserved communities of color. I'm so passionate about this because I don't know if a lot of you know this, but I've had my own battles, and I want to help others get the support they need. So in partnership with BetterHelp, I'm working to bring awareness to mental health issues and provide access to affordable therapy. With BetterHelp, you can sign up today and get matched to your own personal therapist within 24 hours. Every week, you can talk to your therapist on the phone, via video, or even live chat. You can also text your therapist at any point, whenever you like. So why not give online therapy a try and start taking care of your mental health? You are so worth it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tamar. I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator for Site Solutions. Site Solutions is one of the leading mental health companies in Miami-Dade and Broward County. Our team of therapists work very hard to make sure that we're bringing mental health services to children and family in these counties. We're expanding across the world. One of the things that we focus on is telehealth, face-to-face interaction, and make sure that we're bringing the mental health services to you guys. During this pandemic, we've seen a spike in depression, suicide, and a lot of other mental health issues. It's important that we identify these issues and work together collectively to make sure that these issues aren't plaguing our community. My function is to be a liaison between my particular company and other companies and you, the individual. Why is mental health important? Great question. I am so glad you asked. Mental health is just as important as physical health. We have an idea how to take care of our physical health when we're feeling physically unhealthy. I may be a little overweight, so I may go to the track to lose a few pounds. But the question always comes, what do I do when I'm feeling mentally unhealthy? Words of affirmation are very important. Finding good people to be around are very important. And understanding the signs when you need professional help. Being sad for entirely too long, being depressed for entirely too long, or thoughts of suicide, I encourage you to find help right away. My name is Demario Lee, and I thank you so much for this time. And again, I encourage you guys to please take care of your mental health, especially as we deal with this pandemic. Lean on friends, lean on families, lean on professionals if they're needed. Thank you. Have a great day.
Tell me what's even the point of sleep when my mind's steady racing and wrestling. Wake up again, find no peace. Give me something I can rest in. Tragedy after tragedy can't fix what's crumbling, or fix my mouth to speak like I can barely even breathe. When tragedy hits you so close to home, opening eyes in the hearts of some, revealing truly what's right or wrong. You must latch on, oh, 'cause you're not alone. Know that you're not alone. Trust that you're not alone. Yeah. alone. We must unite, and we must fight. We must fight, oh, we must fight, 'cause we are one all across the world. Stand strong, latch on to love. I close my eyes to find a hope barely alive, sinking roots. I do believe we're stronger than we perceive. Faith like a mustard seed. Let's agree in unity, powerful beyond belief. When tragedy hits you so close to home, opening eyes and the hearts of some, revealing truly what's right and wrong. You must let your own. Oh, 'cause you're not alone. Oh, 'cause you're not alone. Oh, 'cause you're not alone. Don't wanna stop, but my mind is racing. My body's aching and my heart's caving in. Don't wanna stop, don't you give in. Never give up, because love always wins. Don't wanna stop, but my mind is racing. My body's aching and my heart's caving in. Don't wanna stop, don't you give in. Never give up, love always wins. Oh, 'cause you're not alone. No, you're not alone. Know that you're not alone. Oh, 'cause you're not alone. Know that you're not alone. Trust that you're not alone.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
that love that everybody's searching for. Boy, whether it's loving your mama them, cousin them, your musician friends, your husband, your wife, it's not easy. And I wish I had all the answers, but I don't. So I'll just tell my story. Yes and no, back and forth, off and on we go. Broken code of broken homes, no devotion to shame. Well, we might as well be, but how did I tell me? It turns out it's complicated. It's complicated. It's love grown old to the bone. Hiding cold, hiding hope we run. Empty heart, empty soul, empty home. This house is not a home. Well, we might as well be, but how could a love so sweet turn to a love so bitter? And how could a love that once burned so wide all of a sudden just stop? Hey, when it turns out it's complicated, yeah. It's complicated, yeah. And I know we'll find it every time. It's complicated. Oh, come on. Come on,
Just don't get why it's so hard for us. When it's hard for us, like if you don't start to just we need somebody to talk to us, to recommend a seminar for us. Then we start to trust, all things start stocking up. Super Saiyan, I'm charging up. No trees, I'm rocking up like oof. And then we on the road. Maybe life's been slow. Cause we keep on talking free. It's forever you and me. But then I woke up from that dream like
and how could a love that once burned so wide all of a sudden just
This is an open letter to my father, to the man who worked 3 jobs, raised 6 kids, and still didn't feel enough. To the man who taught me how to drive, how to cook, and how to press when life got a little tough. You had no idea how valuable you were. And how in our sight, you were just so pure. I watch you raise nieces and nephews and love them through all sorts of issues. I watch you go ballistic and fight against a system that was ready to make your son a statistic. To the man who purchased his daughter's sanitary napkins because he understood his manhood wasn't wrapped in a certain image. To the man who loved his family without reservation and carried them through all sorts of trials and tribulations. You had no idea how your fatherhood was incomparable. Your life was like a parable. I watch you teach your children responsibility, accountability, sustainability, just to name a few. I watch you give your all in everything attached to you. To the man who sailed across an ocean because he understood his children were chosen. To the man who took his own life, not knowing his worth had no price. I watched everything you build fall with one simple call. I watched your wife and children weep because all that was left of you was memories to keep. You had no idea that your death would leave us a mess, stressed and depressed. This is an open letter to my father and to every black man who feels like life is getting harder. I come to bring you honor and give you something to ponder. You were made in the image of God. I know that seems a bit odd. Your frame is made up of dirt, yet you're full of so much worth. I know life has beaten you down, but excuse me as I adjust your crown. Your very being is a reflection of a king. Can you see what I see? Your royalty. Your very presence is divine. I need you to get this in your mind. You were never a mistake. You were created to be great. I know life's journey has been scary, but Keen, I came here to tell you you're necessary. This is an open letter to my father and to every black man who feels like life is getting harder.
Some new can be sung. Diz-nous c'est l'union fait la force. En réunir pour être capable de faire ça, impossible, vin possible, ensemble.
All right, we ready, Chino. Yeah, he was the boy real small, didn't get much attention at all. Struggled to find friends he could confide in. Insecure about everything, all that he was or would ever be. Was alone, confused, broken-hearted, empty, misused. Consumed with people's perception, he did what he had to fit in hopes that he would one day be the guy they all would like. He had yet to learn the lesson, to not doubt or even think to question that his makeup is intentional, you're made in perfection. I used to cry till I fell asleep, dream dreams of things I would never be. It was too hard for me to believe, I just didn't know better. Used to have no confidence, I'm comfortable in my own skin. But deep down, way, way back then, I just didn't know better. I just didn't know better. I just didn't know better. Crazy in love with music, yeah. But how does he do it when everything around him makes it clear that real men don't sing? How could he believe in love when what he is just doesn't match what's in the magazines and football teams? Will he ever find a ring? He had to fight and learn the hard way that no matter what this world says, he's a king that is indeed fearfully and wonderfully made. If you're against the grain, a misfit dancing in the rain, don't stop dancing till the world stands still to watch you do your thing. Used to cry till I fell asleep, dream dreams of things I would never be. It was too hard for me to believe, I just didn't know better. Used to have no confidence, I'm comfortable in my own skin. But deep down, way, way back then, I just didn't know better. I just didn't know better. Just didn't know better. Just didn't know better. Just didn't know better. Yeah, just didn't know better. Didn't know better. I just didn't know better. Yeah, yeah, but now I know better. Now I know better. God show me better. Yeah, yeah. What you're looking at is better. What you're looking at is better. What you're looking at is better. I used to have no confidence, I'm comfortable in my own skin. But deep down, way, way back then, just didn't know better.
What an amazing evening, right? Well, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I hope you did too. I would like to take a moment to thank all those who have already donated. It means so much that you've partnered with us in supporting such a worthy cause. Because of your contributions, so many people will have access to the resources they need. So thank you for helping to bring awareness to mental health. And for those of you who haven't gotten an opportunity to donate just yet, don't worry, it's not too late. You still have an opportunity to do so. You can partner with us by sending your donations via Cash App to Chapter 33BC. And before closing out, I would like to mention that if you find yourself currently experiencing a mental health crisis, we have put some resources with you in mind. They'll appear on your screen momentarily. Please remember, you're not alone.
Is your crown king? You left it on the ground, it was almost trampled down. Is your heart little? Bruised and tattered up, it was almost split apart. Drop your sword and shield, chief, left open to the world.